Is your brand purpose bigger than a tomato? You think brand loyalty is just about having the flashiest logo or catchiest slogan, or maybe a celebrity CEO? Well, think again. The real secret to creating brand affinity and a loyal following is community led growth. Last year, we did a double episode with Lloyd Lobo about community led growth, CLG and Champion Leadership Group. CLG, coincidence? Yeah, probably actually is. But today, I am sharing about how building a thriving community can transform your SaaS business into a beloved brand with die-hard fans. This weekend, I went to two different festivals in East Texas with family. One was a tomato festival, and the other was the Texas Blueberry Festival. I guess they have to differentiate from all the other blueberry festivals. I don't really know. But this was the Texas Blueberry Festival. Both of them drew huge crowds, thousands and thousands of people, and it was hot. Texas summer sun, but it didn't matter. People showed up, had a good time. What in the world do tomatoes and blueberries have to do with SaaS? Well, earlier this year, a SaaS founder I work with wanted to start doing this community-led growth thing and really create a community to help break through a revenue ceiling. Brilliant strategy. And he was really kind of struggling with how to do it. What do I rally the community around? How does it work? Is anybody going to show up? Is the purpose big enough? Is this it? Is that it? And we worked through it. And it took several tries, a few setbacks, a couple of iterations. But this weekend, he actually ran his first in-person event with clients and prospects, and actually called me while I was out there at the festival, and was raving about how awesome it was, and was incredibly, incredibly excited for him. And now that it was on the other side, I was kind of joking around with them about, not knowing what to build it around. And then the irony of where I was and thousands of people getting excited and spending the day out in the hot sun, around blueberries and tomatoes, fruits and veggies. And you can tell me that tomatoes are a fruit also in the comments. I don't care. I'm going to call it a veggie. If you want to be successful, your brand has to be bigger than a tomato. But brand loyalty isn't built overnight. It's about cultivating genuine connections and fostering a sense of belonging among your customers. Of course, the fancy term for it, what we're talking about, community led growth. But it's all about leveraging the power of a passionate user base to drive engagement, retention, and ultimately revenue growth. Here's the challenge in today's marketplace. Traditional marketing and customer acquisition methods can only get you so far. There's a lot of noise out there. We got to find a way to break through that. But the real magic happens when your customers don't just use your product or want your product, they love it, they talk about it, and they bring others into the fold. How do you do that? Well, here's a short version of what I helped him with to build that loyal following that's bigger than a blueberry. First, we want to cultivate shared purpose and vision. Bigger purpose than a tomato, bigger purpose than a blueberry. People connect deeply with brands that stand for something bigger than just their products. Define a clear purpose and vision for your brand that resonates with your target audience. That could be a commitment to innovation, sustainability, customer success, whatever it is. You look at Amazon, they are the most customer centric business, and that's their thing. People rally around that. We look at Shopify. They are the most merchant centric. Two completely different values, two completely different types of communities, but both of them rally people around that. So it doesn't really matter what it is. It could be any one of those things. It could be something completely different. Customer success, sustainability, doing great things in the world, nonprofits. I love purpose-driven companies that do good in the world. It's a great way to rally community. But communicate this vision consistently and passionately to create a strong emotional bond with your community. Two is to foster authentic engagement. Create spaces where your customers can interact, share experiences, and feel valued. Could be online forums, social media groups, live events, but encourage open dialogue and actively participate in the conversations. By being approachable and genuinely interested in their feedback, you build trust, loyalty, and ultimately you're going to build a much better product because you're going to be with them and understand what it is they care about, how they're using it, what they want. And that just feeds right back into the product cycle. And third is to empower your community members. Turn your customers into brand ambassadors by giving them the tools and recognition they need to spread the word. Offer exclusive content, early access to new features, or rewards for referrals. And those could be cash, it could be lots of different things. There are a lot of ways to reward. But highlight user generated content. You know, celebrate them and their contributions to the community. Show them as thought leaders. Celebrate community milestones. Those are pretty cool. You have, we just added, 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000 members to the community, whatever it is. Celebrate whatever those milestones are. It could be dollars generated, it could be customers gained. There's so many different things that you could celebrate within your community. But when your customers feel like they're an integral part of your brand journey, their loyalty will skyrocket. You want to fix churn? This is a huge way to do that. And here's the whipped cream on top of your blueberry pie. Brand affinity, it's not about flashy campaigns or aggressive sales tactics. I think it's just the opposite today. Building a community that feels a genuine connection to your brand. So the next time you're strategizing about growth, remember this. Your community is your greatest asset. How can you nurture it? Invest in it. And then when you do that, watch as it propels your SaaS business to new heights. And it all starts with purpose. If you can get tens of thousands of people out in the Texas heat for tomatoes and blueberries, how much more for your SaaS that solves real world business problems and makes the world a better place? Embrace community led growth. Turn your customers into a loyal following that champions your brand every step of the way.